Hey everybody, it's Tracy. Technically I guess this is supposed to be Vlogmas Day 22. If you can tell by my playlist, I did not stay up with Vlogmas very well. I just am not entirely sure that vlogging is for me, like daily vlogs. My life is not that exciting. Most of the time I really don't feel well enough to get in front of a camera. And share what's going on. I think it would probably be pretty depressing to most people. Maybe bring awareness to some. I just don't know that people who are not already aware of chronic illness would want to come watch a vlog with somebody who just doesn't feel good every day. I just think a lot of days I have a hard time being encouraging and supportive, or encouraging, and I'm not always oozing positivity. Some days are just rough. And those of you who are spoonies in the chronic illness community, you know that. But all that said, if you can tell by the title of this video, it is relatively random. And I'm thinking that some of you with chronic illness can probably relate to the topics in this video. Number one, pillows. I have intractable migraines. I have occipital neuralgia. I have fibromyalgia. I have spine issues from the neck down. So I have quite a few things going on with my neck. And I do get injections in my neck for my pain management, and I get some injections in my low back. But pillows seem to be an issue. And apparently it's not just with me. I mean, it's such a unique thing what your pillow preference is. It's just kind of like your mattress, I guess, you know. I can't sleep on a firm pillow. I can't sleep on a, because that pushes my neck forward and up too much. And that really is extremely painful and I can't sleep. If I get too soft of a pillow, it collapses down and it's not really supporting my neck very well. Or even so, I might find a pillow that I like, but they don't seem to hold up well, and eventually the stuffing or the whatever's inside shifts, and then wherever you lay, it sinks completely down, and it's a mess. I have to sleep on my side because of my back issues and my migraine issues, my neck issues. And I will kind of put a pillow behind me when I'm sleeping so I can kind of lean up against something and kind of half lay on my back and my side, not quite all the way. I've kind of looked at like those pregnancy pillows. It looks like a big U-shaped thing that you lay in. My concern is if I can't find a single pillow that works really well with my neck, I'm not entirely convinced that spending $100 on a great big one is necessarily going to do any better. Anyway, I recently bought a pillow at Kohl's. It was on sale, which is a good thing because it was crazy redonkadonk expensive. I mean, seriously, people are really proud of their pillows. I'm like, why do they need to be this expensive? This pillow was a Serta Duo Cool Memory Foam something. And I'm not knocking Serta, and it may be a fabulous pillow for somebody, but it was too firm, a little bit too tall. Regularly like $159, $169. I'm like, good Lord in heaven. For one king-size pillow. Thankfully it was on sale. I think it was down to like $70 or something like that, and I had a little bit off. I don't know, I ended up paying like $67. So it was $74 with tax and all that kind of stuff for one king-size pillow. I slept on it twice, knew it wasn't going to work, took it back today, and I bought another pillow that was like half price, still $25 for a pillow, but that is a whole lot less than $70, and it's a medium firm. I'm going to sleep on it tonight. I'll let you know how that goes. But who knew that trying to find the right pillow for your needs, if you've got special issues like I do, it matters. It really matters on how well you sleep. But while I was there returning one pillow and looking for another pillow, and this again is at Kohl's, as I was walking back to customer service, you know how they've got like racks of things, and I walked past the lingerie, and they had this no muffin top underwear. Now, there's been a brand of underwear that I have bought for years, like a light control or something like that. Not that it really helps at all, but it has, I'm like an apple shape, and my weight is in my stomach, and I've had quite a few children and lost significant amounts of weight more than once, and I really need a tummy tuck. But that the point is that anything that I wear on my waist, it usually rolls down or it's uncomfortable at my waistline. And I walked past these, and then I went back, and they're not cheap. I mean, they had them on sale like 3 pair for $30, and you're talking $10 for a pair of underwear. But just like the pillow, if it makes your life more comfortable and easier, it's worth it. So I went and I bought 3 pair, and they're really lightweight, and they have like a wider band at the top. It's not like that little piece, elastic they usually have at the top of underwear. And I'm talking women's underwear. Guys always have had a wide band, I guess, but women, for some reason, a lot of them just have like this little piece of elastic at the top, and it cuts into me, it rolls down, it's not really comfortable. So I bought 3 pair, came home, took a bath, changed, and oh my God, these things are fabulous. They're lightweight, they feel really good, like you're not really wearing any underwear, which is kind of my goal. It's like I don't want to have something, I don't like anything tight, I don't like anything constricting. These are really good. So good that I went on the Kohl's website and I bought 9 more pairs of underwear. So I will have 12 pair of these underwear. Chunk of change to lay out, but so worth it if it's something that's comfortable. Because at this point, I'm trying to make my life easier. Anything that I could do, no matter how small, or maybe even how costly, I'm going to do it. So I got a new pillow, cheaper than the one I took back. Got some really nice underwear that I like, that I find is comfortable. And then another random thing is I'm going to write a Christmas letter to my husband's family. Now, my husband's family, they are fantastic. I mean, I love them. They are, they are not like your typical in-laws. My mother and father-in-law are wonderful. All my husband's siblings and their spouses are fabulous. My nieces and nephews, they're all wonderful. They accepted me in. Now, my husband and I have been married, it'll be 25 years in February. But they're great. But the last several years, I have not gone to hardly any of his family's events and gatherings because of my health. It is, we live about an hour and a half-ish from most of them. He's got one sister that, is about 3 hours from us. My parents live an hour away, so that's not necessarily, we chose to live rural, and we don't have an issue driving, but it's like I have to conserve my energy and my spoons. And there's just some days that or some events, I can't do it. I'm going to have an appointment or something, and I'm an only child. Both of my parents are still living, but they're getting up there, and my dad is very sick. I have to go. I'm the only child they have. I have to go and be there for the holidays. And thankfully, my older children live in the area that, they live either some as close as 15 minutes, and the other ones are about an hour away, but we all live in the same metropolitan area, so they're all close. Nobody's out of state or anything like that. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go see my kids. I'm going to go see my parents because that's what I need to do. And that's how I have to choose. If I've got to choose to go somewhere, I'm going to have to make that choice. Not that I don't like my husband's family. All that to say is that my list of health issues has grown. I haven't necessarily sat down and had a conversation with them or explained to them everything that's going on. They've known that I've had migraines because I've had migraines for 40 years. They understand that, and they never question, they never feel slighted or make any comment. But I think it's time for them to understand the scope of what I'm dealing with, just to give them an explanation. I don't want there to ever be any doubt on their part that I don't like them, don't love them, or anything of that nature, They've never said that, but I don't want them to feel that. And I just feel like this year's the time for me to write a Christmas letter, kind of, this is how my 2017 went. This is kind of what has been accumulating over the years. And it's just progressively gotten worse. This is why I'm absent. And it's not because of you or anything like that. It's because of what I'm dealing with. And so I think that it'll make me feel better to let them know, even though they may not need an explanation. I feel like I owe them an explanation. And to thank them for, my in-laws for raising such an awesome son, and for his siblings, being around and being, contributing to the type of family that they have. My husband's fantastic. I mean, he really is. And they deserve a thank you for that. And an acknowledgement that I am well aware of how blessed I am to have him as my husband. And I want them to know that as well. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. It's a little late tonight, but that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Christmas Eve is my husband's family event. I'm not going, but my husband and our 3 teens are going, and I'm going to put the letter in Christmas cards and have him give it to them when he goes. So, there you go. I was at the ER last night, again with a migraine, and I'm exhausted. I mean, this last couple of months has just really been bizarre, and this last couple of weeks even more so. So that's the reason why I didn't do Vlogmas every day. It wasn't just because I thought I was going to be really boring, but there's just been a lot of extra stuff going on. And so we'll see how 2018 goes. I mean, I'd like to post, on a semi-regular schedule, health willing, I guess. In the chronic illness YouTube community or whatever, it's common for people to deal with something. I'm generally a lot more of a private person. There's some things, when I don't feel good, I don't want to get out the camera and talk to anybody. Some days I just don't. So I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to post every day, or I'm going to post every this or that day, and then I don't, and then people, have a hard time connecting with my channel because I'm not being consistent. So we'll see how it goes. My heart is to try to relate to people. Maybe there's a lot of things that I'm going through that maybe it can encourage somebody. Maybe it'll make somebody aware. Maybe it'll make them not feel so alone. That would be my goal, and my hope. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still kind of pondering that, and we'll see how 2018 goes. But I'll try. I will definitely try. Anyway, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, Happy December if you don't celebrate anything. I wish you the best in 2018, and let's hope for good health and a cure for everybody, no matter what ails you. Talk to you soon.